If you or a loved one are struggling with type 2 diabetes, you should visit the link in the description below. This clinically proven, drug-free program lowers blood sugar to a normal level and can completely reverse type 2 diabetes within just a few weeks. Here's today's video.
The question, how can I know if I'm suffering from diabetes? Answer by Patrick Thied. Early symptoms of diabetes. How can you tell if you have diabetes? Most early symptoms are from higher than normal levels of glucose, a kind of sugar, in your blood. The warning signs can be so mild that you don't notice them. That's especially true with type 2 diabetes. Some people don't find out they have it until they get problems from long-term damage caused by the disease. With type 1 diabetes, the symptoms usually happen quickly, in a matter of days or a few weeks. They're much more severe. 2. Common symptoms. Both types of diabetes have some of the same telltale warning signs. Hunger and fatigue. Your body converts the food you eat into glucose that your cells use for energy. But your cells need insulin to bring the glucose in. If your body doesn't make enough or any insulin, or if your cells resist the insulin your body makes, the glucose can't get into them and you have no energy. This can make you more hungry and tired than usual, peeing more often and being thirstier. The average person usually has to pee between 4 and 7 times in 24 hours, but people with diabetes may go a lot more. Why? Normally your body reabsorbs glucose as it passes through your kidneys. But when diabetes pushes your blood sugar up, your kidneys may not be able to bring it all back in. This causes the body to make more urine, and that takes fluids. You'll have to go more often. You might pee out more, too. Because you're peeing so much, you can get very thirsty. When you drink more, you'll also pee more. Dry mouth and itchy skin. Because your body is using fluids to make pee, there's less moisture for other things. You could get dehydrated, and your mouth may feel dry. Dry skin can make you itchy. Blurred vision. Changing fluid levels in your body could make the lenses in your eyes swell up. They change shape and lose their ability to focus. Other type 2 symptoms. These tend to show up after your glucose has been high for a long time. Yeast infections. Both men and women with diabetes can get these. Yeast feeds on glucose, so having plenty around makes it thrive. Infections can grow in any warm, moist fold of skin, including slow-healing sores or cuts. Over time, high blood sugar can affect your blood flow and cause nerve damage that makes it hard for your body to heal wounds. Pain or numbness in your feet or legs. This is another result of nerve damage. Other type 1 symptoms. Unplanned weight loss. If your body can't get energy from your food, it will start burning muscle and fat for energy instead. You may lose weight even though you haven't changed how you eat. Nausea and vomiting. When your body resorts to burning fat, it makes ketones. These can build up in your blood to dangerous levels, a possibly life-threatening condition called diabetic ketoacidosis. Ketones can make you feel sick to your stomach. When to call your doctor. If you're older than 45 or have other risks for diabetes, it's important to get tested. When you spot the condition early, you can avoid nerve damage, heart trouble, and other complications. As a general rule, call your doctor if you. Web. MD Medical Reference reviewed by Michael Dansinger, MD on April 17, 2017. To read more about diabetes, visit this website. Learn how to cure diabetes naturally. Answer by Vikram Chauhan. The common symptoms of diabetes are listed below. What exactly happens in diabetes? When a person is in too much stress and his mind constantly struggling with varied thoughts, and especially those thoughts are of too much fear and losing hope of all good happening in life, and only the worst is perceived by the mind all the time. So continuous stress almost 20 hours a day results in imbalance of 3 dosha, vata, Pitta and Kapha. Too much of fear and anxiety of the uncertain happening in life leads to imbalance of Vata, which can be correlated to the disturbance in the nervous system, and the disturbance in nervous system ultimately results in hormone imbalance, and hence the hormone insulin levels are disturbed. In true sense, it is Vata that plays havoc in the system. Just like a cyclone in an area, it moves drastically in the body when one is too much fatigued and in fumbling thoughts, hence blocking the channels of insulin secretion. We all rely on insulin, a hormone made in the pancreas, to move glucose from the blood to the body's cells. When we eat, digestion of food breaks down carbohydrates into glucose that is absorbed into the blood in the small intestine. If the insulin is working properly, then the glucose levels rise and fall normally, as insulin moves glucose into the cells to produce energy. Insulin is the key that opens up the cell to allow glucose to enter. People with diabetes have partial or complete lack of insulin production in the body. The key to open the cell is not working, and so glucose levels pile up in the bloodstream. The unused glucose circulates through the kidneys. When the amount of glucose is more than what the kidneys can handle, the extra glucose spills out into the urine. Some other methods of avoiding diabetes. Answer by Leanne Heisey. The classical symptoms of peeing a lot, thus drinking a lot, is very often not seen in middle-aged people starting to have diabetes type 2. So have your fasting blood glucose done. If greater than 126 mg/d, L, you're diabetic. If greater than 100 but less than 126 mg/d, L, pre-diabetic.